Hi everyone, welcome back to the new video of Current Affairs YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the important current affairs questions and answers of the day 26 June 2021 for all competitive examinations. Okay, you have two questions at the end of this video. So watch the video till the end and please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's start the section. First question. World's first ever genetically modified rubber plant has been planted in which of the following states? Okay, the answer for the question is option A, Assam. Okay, let's see about the world's first ever genetically modified rubber plants. In Assam state, the world's first genetically modified rubber plant has been planted by Rubberbond at the Board's farm in Sarudari near Guwahati. Okay, the GM rubber sapling was developed at the Rubber Research Institute of India, that is RRIA, in Pudupalli, Kottayam in Kerala state. Okay, this is first of its kind plant has been developed exclusively for the northeast so that they can thrive in the climatic conditions of the region. Okay, they need to develop the GM, that is genetically modified rubber plant, was felt because natural rubber is a native of warm humid Amazon forest and is not naturally suited for cold conditions in the northeast. Okay, the crop is currently planted on an experimental basis, and once the trials are over, the new crop will greatly benefit farmers as well as give a big boost to rubber production in the country. Okay, in this question, you have to note that the world's first genetically modified rubber plant has been planted in the state Assam. Okay, let's see next question. When is International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking of observed? Okay, the answer for the question is option D, 26th June. Okay, today is the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. Okay, let's see about this day. The International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking or World Drug Day is marked on 26th June every year to strengthen actions and cooperation in achieving the goal of a world free of drug abuse. Okay, in December 1987, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed June 26 as the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. Okay, the theme for this year is Share Facts on Drugs Save Lives. Okay, in this question, you have to note down about the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. Okay, it is observed annually June 26. Okay, that's answer for the question. I think it's understood. Okay, before watching this full video, if you like this video, please click on the like button. Okay, this video like aim is only 50, and if you are not a subscriber of this channel, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel Current Affairs, and also enable the bell icon for getting new notifications in our YouTube channel. Okay, let's see the next question. Who has composed India's official Olympic theme song for Tokyo Olympics 2020? Okay, the answer for the question is option C, Mohit Chauhan. Okay, let's see about this. Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Kiran Rijiju launched the official theme song of the Indian Olympic team of Tokyo 2020 Olympics Games. Okay, the song has been composed and sung by popular playback singer Mohit Chauhan. Okay, more than 100 athletes are expected to represent India at the Tokyo Games, which is expected to go ahead as scheduled despite concerns due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, the games were postponed last year due to the pandemic. Okay, in this question, you have to note that the theme song of the Indian Olympic team of Tokyo Olympics 2020 has been composed and sung by the popular playback singer Mohit Chauhan. Okay, that's the answer for the question. Okay, that's the answer for the question. Okay, let's see about the Indian Olympic Association. Okay, IOA is the body responsible for selecting athletes to represent India at the Olympic Games, Asian Games, and other international athletic meets, and for managing the Indian teams at these events. It also acts as the Indian Commonwealth Games Association, responsible for selecting athletes to represent India at the Commonwealth Games. Okay, that's about the Indian Olympic Association. Okay, it was founded in the year 1927, and the current president of Indian Olympic Association is Narendra Batra. Okay, that's about Indian Olympic Association. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see the next question. Which Indian airport has won Airport Council International's Role of Excellence honor? Okay, the answer for the question is option A, Cochin International Airport. Okay, let's see about this. The Cochin International Airport Limited or CIAL won Airport Council International's Director General's Role of Excellence honor in airport service quality. Okay, the ACA, that is the Airport Council International, a global body for airport operators, instituted the Role of Excellence honor to recognize those airports that have constantly delivered excellence in customer services by winning multiple ASQ awards over a 5-year period during the past 10 years. Okay, the Cochin International Airport has consistently delivered excellence in customer services by winning multiple ASQ awards over the 5 years during the past 10 years. Okay, CAAL is one of the only 6 airports worldwide that will receive the recognition this year. Okay, here is a question for you. That is, a Cochin International Airport Limited or CAAL is located in which state? Okay, please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see about the ACA. The Airports Council International is a global trade representative of the world's airport authorities. It was founded in the year 1991 and the headquarters of ACA is located at Montreal in Canada. Okay, that's about the Airport Council International. Okay, let's see next question. Who has been named as the captain for the Indian men's hockey team participating in Tokyo Olympics 2020? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, Manpreet Singh. Okay, let's see about this. Midfielder Manpreet Singh was named captain of the 16-member Olympic-bound Indian men's hockey team, while experienced defenders Birendra Lakra and Harmanpreet Singh were named vice captains. Okay, this will be Manpreet's third Olympics. Under Manpreet's captaincy, the Indian team won the Asia Cup in 2017, the Asian Champions Trophy in 2018, and the FIH Series final in 2019. Okay, the team led by Manpreet also made it to the qualifiers of the FIH Men's World Cup 2018 in Bhubaneswar. Okay, that's about the captain of Indian men's hockey team. Okay, let's see the next question. Who has topped the inaugural Edelkeep Hurun Philanthropist of the Century list released by the Hurun Research and Edelkeep Foundation? Okay, the answer for the question is option D, Jamsetji Narsarwamsi Tata. Okay, let's see about this. Jamsetji Narsarwamsi Tata, founder of the Tata Group, has topped the Edelkeep Hurun Philanthropist of the Century. Okay, the Hurun Research and Edelkeep Foundation released the 2021 Edelkeep Hurun Philanthropist of the Century, a ranking of the world's most generous individuals from the last 100 years. Okay, Tata is the only Indian in the top 10 list. The other Indian among the top 50 is Asim Premji, the former chairman of Wipro, who is ranked tall. Okay, the Bill Gates and Melinda French Gates, Henry Wellcome, Howard Hughes and Warren Buffett are among the top 5. Okay, next point. The world's 50 most generous individuals in the last century came from 5 countries according to the Edelkeep Hurun report overwhelming, led by US with 39, followed by 5 from UK, China 3, India 2 and Portugal and Switzerland 1 each. Okay, their donation amount to $832 million, of which $503 billion are in foundation today and $329 billion have been disbursed in the last century. Okay, that's the answer for the question. That is, Jamsetji Narsarwamsi Tata, founder of the Tata Group, has topped the Edelkeep Hurun Philanthropist of the Century. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. If you have any doubts related to any question and its answer, please comment down in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see the next question. Who has been named as the captain for the Indian women's hockey team participating in Tokyo Olympics 2020? Okay, the answer for the question is option C, Rani Rampal. Okay, let's see about this. Rani Rampal was named the captain of the 16-member Olympic-bound Indian women's hockey team. Under Rani's captaincy, the Indian team over the past 4 years have achieved significant results, including winning the Asia Cup in 2017, winning silver at the Asian Games 2018, silver at Asian Champions Trophy 2018 as well, winning the FIH Series final in 2019. The team led by Rani also made it to the quarterfinals of the FIH Women's World Cup 2018 in London for the first time. And the Hockey India also announced the very dependable defender Deep Grace Ega and experienced goalkeeper Savita as the 2 vice captains of the women's team. Okay, you have to note that Rani Rampal was named as the captain of the 16-member Olympic-bound Indian women's hockey team for the Tokyo Olympics 2020. Okay, let's see next question. As per Moody's, what is the projected GDP growth rate of Indian economy for calendar year 2021? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, 9.6%. Okay, let's see about this. Moody's Investor Service has slashed India's growth projection to 9.6% for the 2021 calendar year from its earlier estimate of 13.9%. And for the calendar year 2022, GDP growth is projected at 7%. Okay, in its report titled Macroeconomics India, economic shocks from second COVID wave will not be as severe as last year's. Moody's said high frequency economic indicators show that the second wave of the COVID-19 infections hit India's economy in April and May. Okay, that's the answer for the question. That is, according to Moody's, the India's growth projection slashed to 9.6% from 13.9% for the calendar year 2021. Okay, that's the answer for the question. Okay, let's see next question. Which team won the inaugural World Test Championship? Okay, the answer for the question is option D, New Zealand. Okay, let's see about the World Test Championship. New Zealand are Test cricket official world champions as they beat India in the World Test Championship final in Southampton to clinch only their second ICC trophy in cricket history. What will the finalists take home? New Zealand will take home the winning prize money of $1.60 million, approximately 11.86 crore rupees, and the ICC Test match for the first time in history. Okay, the Black Caps have also consolidated their position at the top of the ICC Test team ranking as a result of this victory, and the Team India will get a cash prize of $8 lakh, that is 5.93 crore rupees, for finishing as the runner-up in Southampton. Okay, you have to note on that New Zealand has won the inaugural World Test Championship. Okay, let's see next question. Which of the following IIT has launched a Center for Research on Startups and Risk Financing, or CREST? Okay, the answer for the question is option C, IIT Madras. Okay, let's see about this. The Indian Institute of Technology Madras, that is IIT Madras, launched a Center for Research on Startups and Risk Financing, CREST, to provide academic and thought leadership in innovation, entrepreneurship, and risk capital. And it would also create a data repository on Indian startups and ventures to address a major hurdle for engaging in high quality research. And this information resource would be made accessible for researchers and policy makers that can result in top tier publications. The vision of CREST include being globally recognized as a leading center of research engaged in scholarly research in the areas of creation, development, and financing of innovation, startups, and entrepreneurship. Okay, in this question, you have to note that the Indian Institute of Technology Madras has launched a Center for Research on Startups and Risk Financing. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. If you have any doubts related to any question and its answer, please comment down in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see the answers for the questions of last face question answer video of 25th June 2021. Okay, let's see the answer for the first question. Who has become the first woman fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force from Jammu and Kashmir? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, Mavia Sudan. Okay, let's see about this. Mavia Sudan, a resident of Jammu and Kashmir, has become the first woman fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force from Rajouri district in Jammu and Kashmir. Hailing from the village of Lamberi of border Tehsil of Nowshera in Rajouri, she commissioned into the IAF as flying officer. Okay, the Mavia has become the 12th woman officer and first from Rajouri to be inducted as a fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force. Okay, in this question, you have to note on that Mavia Sudan has become the first woman fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force from Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, that's the answer for the first question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see the answer for the second question. Where is Raimono National Park located? Okay, the answer for the question is option C, Assam. Okay, let's see about the Raimono National Park. The Raimono National Park is a national park in the state of Assam, located in Gosegaon subdivision of Kokrajhar district. Okay, it was declared to be national park on 5th June 2021 by the announcement of Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma on the occasion of World Environment Day. Okay, in this question, you have to note about the Raimono National Park. Okay, it is located in the state Assam. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see today's questions for you. Okay, daily we are giving 2 questions that you can answer, and please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see the first question for you. Which country will host the 9th Asian Ministerial Energy Roundtable? Okay, the options for you: option A, India; option B, China; option C, Sri Lanka; and the option D, Bangladesh. Okay, I will repeat the first question for one more time. Which country will host the 9th Asian Ministerial Energy Roundtable? Okay, please comment your answers in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see the second question for you. Who has been appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court? Okay, the options for you: option A, Justice K.C. Tyagi; option B, Justice Sana Ullah; option C, Justice Umesh Nath; and the option D, Justice Munishwar Nath Bandari. Okay, I will repeat the second question for one more time. Who has been appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court? Okay, please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, in this video, we have discussed about the important current affairs questions and answers of the day 26 June 2021 for all competitive examinations. Okay, I think it's understood about this section. If you have any doubts related to any question and its answer, please comment down in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. And you can download the PDF file of this section in our Telegram group and can also join our Telegram group for more study materials. Okay, we'll keep the link in the description given below. You can check that and download the PDF. And if you're not a subscriber of this channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe also on current affairs, and also enable the bell icon for getting new notifications in our YouTube channel. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Keep supporting us. See you tomorrow with a new video on current affairs and other study topics. Thank you. Bye bye.